can't rain all the time, guys, but sometimes when it does rain, we'll get some odd bad movies.
The Crow.
Boom.
Okay. Go on, Keith. You go first, man.
Oh, okay.
Silence.
Hold on. Let me put my cam on for this so you guys can see my.
Let me, listen. Written by James O'Barra, Zach Berlin, William Joseph Schneider, stars Bill Skarsgård, FKA Twigs, and Danny Hudson. She's a single signer, right, and whatnot. And I
Houston, man.
think
Houston. Danny Houston.
okay. And then the director's Robert Sanders. Yeah, go on, bro. What did you think of this movie remake?
Bro, you know what? I think they had a really good premise for this film, but something got fucked up along the way. And I know that because of production and writing was a lot of issues. You can blatantly see it in this film. Jason Momoa was attached to the project, then he dropped out. There's too many issues with this movie being made. They should have just left it. Because some of the visuals are really great in this film, but the first 40 minutes is boring. It's
Rubbish.
so boring. Like they're making me try and connect to these characters. Hold on, bro. I think I need to drop something. No, sorry. They're making me try to connect to these characters that I don't care about now. Like, bro, the original Crow movie gave us an origin, you know, their love story in 15 minutes, and they went in.
I just
This film,
re-listened to our review of the original Korea that we did, and that's exactly what we said. The origin of that movie, it started off with something so horrific, you didn't even need a backstory. Within
exactly,
15 minutes, you're like, I can't wait for this guy to get revenge. And that was
bro.
it. This one spent an hour trying to build. Well, that movie, the original one, showed us in 15 minutes how much they were in love and how much this soul was not ready to leave because of the bad that happened to it in 15 minutes. This movie took an hour to do that. And I was like, I don't give a shit. I don't believe in your love because there was doubts in
Mm.
the love. I don't believe in your love.
Yeah, doubts.
And
Yeah, exactly.
also, you two were crackheads and stuff like that. So, like, do I give a shit about if you need revenge? Like, I don't really, you're involved in stupid shit and stupid people. The other one, they were just like, it was a musician and all that. So you just, something horrific happened. Please go get your revenge. This one, they tried to give so much backstory. I didn't believe in their
They made
love.
it this convoluted story with the devil and the afterlife, and it's stuff that they didn't have to do, bro. Honestly, they did not have to do that. I feel like that convoluted story about the devil whisperer and all of that shit and his pure love and the other world that he goes to was not needed. We didn't need it, bro. The last 30 minutes of the film was delightful, I've got to say.
But
Creative, but very well.
I actually put the time down. Hour and 15 minutes, literally. When he comes back, it's like a video game. Every time he dies, he comes back. I was like, that was kind of shit. Sorry, you didn't need that. In the original Crow, there was no, I'm dying, I come back. He went straight for revenge. He knew why he was back. He knew he had to get revenge, all that sort of stuff. In this one, oh, what am I doing back? And oh, I didn't know I'm
And they
bulletproof.
kept it neutral and grounded because it was everyday people, everyday bad guys. They're human.
Yes,
You
yeah.
didn't have to add this convoluted story about the devil trying to take innocence from the world. And it's far too complicated shit that I don't really want to see in the Crow movie and the Crow comic books are based on revenge. Troubled souls on Earth that can't leave because something tragic happened to them. This didn't have that. This didn't even have that. Even the way that even the way that his girlfriend died, FKA died, was not even horrific as what happened in the original Crow. Bro. In the
Yeah, she
original Crow,
got
it's like,
raped
bro,
and
I'm
everything.
going to
Yeah.
kill you, man. I'm going to kill you.
Bro, in the original one, like I said, within 15 minutes, not only did you like they told us the love story, they gave us what I mean, they didn't even tell us anything. You just already knew they were madly in love. But that brutality of what happened to them, you're like, fuck these dudes. I hope he gets them. Like there was in within 15 minutes. In this one, it wasn't even that brutal. And like I said, I wasn't even convinced with their love. It wasn't even that brutal the way they killed her. Um, And the villains, yeah, I mean the bad guys and everything, nothing was convincing. Nothing was convincing. That last, it's from an hour and 15, and I'm even gonna say the last part was kind of pants. I didn't even like the way he killed that devil dude or whatnot. So when he just went on that rampage at that one point, that was awesome. That was the best part of the movie. So that's from like an hour 15 for maybe like 20 minutes. After that, it's crap. So I would say like 20 minutes of the movie was just fun to watch, and it felt like The Crow. It felt like the revenge story that we got in the original one. I mean, the original one, bro, we spoke about. Brandon Lee was absolutely fantastic. Even the way he played the character, uh, again, reminiscent of the Joker almost, Heath Ledger's Joker. And again, it's just like, you know, we were talking about in our review, guys. Check out that review if you want
Yeah,
to hear
that's
us
right.
talk about the
Keep that
original one.
link in the bottom. Yeah.
But the way Brandon Lee played it, that character was just like, you see the psychoticness in him, but you felt the love that he was going through, man. When he kept on thinking about his
Hmm.
wife, you felt when he kept on seeing the little girl in that one who I felt like was like some kind of anchor that would always remind him of his wife, the love, and you know, to keep kind of the violence away from her and whatnot. You had my guy
Danny Hudson.
Winston, yeah, Hudson, just you know, again that good cop and whatnot. This one had no anchor. Again, I
That's
just,
right. Yeah, exactly right. There's no anchor in this, bro. It just felt like they just made this movie and they had to make it, and they put together whatever, and everybody was only in that film because they were getting a payslip.
you know, it flopped really bad. Apparently, it made like 15 million, and then the production was like 50 million, something like that. I saw. I mean, bro, this is the problem when you make a remake, right? If you make a
Hmm.
part two, it's a bit of a difference. You're like, okay, you're part two. Okay, push it to the side. When you make a remake of something so classic and iconic, you know, you got something like
Yeah,
Brandon Lee behind it,
yeah,
who, you know, so much respect for him and the Lee family. But a movie that's so great and you just do it this bad, like, because you have to remember when you're doing a remake, immediately fans are going to criticize it. So you have to make sure that you pay so much homage to the original one. So the fan, you'll be like, fine, guys, you definitely you won't be disappointed, right? And there's no disrespect to the old ones. But the moment you
yeah, exactly.
stray away from the original, and it's not good, you fucked up everything. You know, you really just messed up everything. I mean, that's what the problem with remakes are. That's why I say don't make a remake, don't touch it, call it something else, or make it almost exactly the same. And I'm not trying to say just make, you know, yes, add extra element in it, because the violence and the action was the extra element in this. I'm like, you could have made it exactly the same, because that's what the
Yeah.
core story is, like individual Punisher style stories, right? Revenge stories. The
Hmm.
difference between this one and the old one is like the action that we've been getting these days, like from the John Wicks, from, you know, these movies, the kills, that kill, and all that sort of stuff. And even in this for 15 minutes, that would have been the extra element I would have said in this. Make the movie the same, make it a revenge story. He's hunting him down, give him a great character because he looked good. I like Bill Skarsgård. He looked good.
He's good. He's
I
a great
think
actor,
also,
bro, and he looked good.
yeah, and you just put that action in that you had. Fuck it. I would have said, yes, this is a wicked film. Can't touch the original, entertaining fun film.
Hmm. Yeah, same thing, bro. It's just like they 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 should have left it, bro. But everybody was just in it for a quick payslip, and instead left a bad legacy for a film that, you know, it, it's like one of my top 10, you know, one of my, not top 10, but one of my favorite films, bro, still to this day. And it's so simplistic in, as you said, what it is as a movie. But the convoluted story just annoyed me.
Yeah, I mean, back then they just knew how to just start a movie and get you straight into it, and straight away invested in the characters, straight away
Hmm.
invested in the motive of the characters, the revenge story. And as that motive's going on, you get more invested in the character. And again, you believed in his love. You believed in his love in 15 minutes. In this one, like I said, they were both crackheads. I didn't believe in their love. How you fall that deeply in love within? I mean, I know there's love at first sight, but not like this. I don't know. But you know, ultimately, what it does, it gets people
Hmm.
back to it gets people to just kind of say, yeah, the original one was the best one. You can't touch it. You know what I mean? Like, and all respects to the creators for this one. I know there's a lot of work that goes into it. I like Bill Skarsgård, and I hope nothing affects him and the other creators and whatnot. But what you've done is basically just shown that that the original one's the best, and everyone should just go watch that if you're gonna watch another
Exactly,
film.
exactly that, bro. Exactly that. Yeah, it's a bit of a horrible movie, bro. But if you guys want to forward it all the way to 1 hour 15, then do
Yeah.
that.
Get 20 minutes of great action. That's what I would say. Some
Yeah, yeah,
really, really
yeah, yeah,
cool, brutal action from
yeah,
an immortal. What an immortal would do, you know what I mean? Just take
yeah.
shots and give
Exactly.
one back. So if you want to see 20 minutes of awesomeness, check that out. I would say so.
Yeah,
Skip to
exactly.
115 and just watch the last part. Just know you don't need, you know what, with a story like this, you should be able to skip to the end and say, I know they were in love and he went to get revenge. That's it. But this one
Exactly.
didn't. This one just took too long to do that. And there wasn't any epic lines, as you said. One of the most epic lines from the original ones, like "It doesn't always rain," right? And it's
Yeah.
a metaphor of you'll get happier days, you'll get sunshine. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And
Can't rain all the time. Yeah, I love it, man.
can't rain all the time.
Yeah.
You can't take these little things away from those movies. This movie unfortunately didn't have that, but the original one had something that sticks with you. You know what I mean?
Exactly that. Exactly right, bro. Exactly that. And that's hard, man, because when you make a movie, you want people to remember it. It's horrible when it's turned out the way this has.
Yeah. Well, guys, what I would say is, yeah, watch the last hour and 15, like skip hour and 15 to hour and 15, watch it from there. Hey, listen, if you're a Bill Skarsgård fan, like, he's a good looking dude. If you just want to sit there looking at him for an hour and a bit, do it. And then you can watch the last part. Anyway, listen, I don't want to tell people not to watch a movie. You should go judge it for yourself. If you're a fan of the original, I don't think you're definitely not going to be interested. If you've never seen the movies, I still recommend the original 100%. But if you want to watch a new movie, go for it. You know what I mean? It's up to you. It's already out on streaming service. I mean, it immediately came out. I think it was in cinema for like less than a month, couple of weeks, 3 weeks even, and it was just such a flop that they immediately brought it out on streaming service. So maybe it opens it up to people, and people will give it a chance, like myself. Just unfortunately, it was. I've seen the original. I love the original. You took it far away from that. You ruined it. Simple, in my opinion.
No, I agree with you, bro. I agree with you. The convoluted story is what pissed me off.
Yeah. All
We didn't
right.
need that convoluted story. Yeah, we did not need
Exactly.
that. Yeah, because you take it. The one thing about the original Crow is that it still was grounded because it had the supernatural part of the Crow, but you still kept it grounded with these street level idiot bugs. And what they did in this one is take it away from that. It ends up becoming a non-reality story.
Exactly. Exactly.
But yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's a shame.
bad.
It's a shame.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
shame. It's a shame. Yeah, it's a shame.
This one's a shame. Yeah, unfortunately. But that's our honest review. I mean, listen, I hate
Yeah.
shitting on movies, and I don't want to, and I'll never sit here and like I say, we told you what we like about it, which is that last bit of action. That was brilliant. That was brilliant.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's a shame. That's a shame. Guys, that was our review for The Crow. Anything
Yeah.
else to add to finish off with that, kids, or about leave it to
No,
that?
no, bro. Yeah, just it can't rain all the time, guys. But sometimes when it does rain, we get some odd bad movies.
Yeah, sometimes it rains all the time. And that movie, it rained the whole time,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
yeah. It did. It did.